In other news, the secretive Dimona nuclear facility at the heart of Israel's Negev desert is apparently receiving some upgrades. The Associated Press revealing satellite imagery and reporting what looks to be massive construction projects with unknown intentions. Joining me with more is Dr. Efraim Inbar, president of the Jerusalem Institute for Strategy and Security. Now, Professor, first of all, Israel has never confirmed nor denied its nuclear capabilities, but it's widely accepted that Israel is the world's 9th nuclear-armed power. And with this latest report, many are calling on Israel to so-called come clean about our activities. How do you respond?
I don't understand the rationale of such a call. Is a country supposed to tell its military secrets to the world? You know, I don't expect transparency in military affairs. Every country has a right to keep certain things secret particularly from its enemies. After all, we do not live in Scandinavia or in other parts of the world that are very peaceful. We have real enemies around us, and we are entitled to keep our secrets.
Well, so there are those who believe that the site must either be decommissioned or retrofitted to actually address safety concerns. What do you think is being done there?
Well, first of all, it's quite clear that this is an old reactor. It was built at the end of the 50s, and reactors of this age are usually decommissioned or retrofitted. It seems to me that part of the works, we don't know exactly the purpose, are intended to retrofit this strategic installation of Israel.
Well, many claim that Israel is actually being duplicitous with the program, and that Israel is actually pointing fingers at Iran's program just to avert the eyes away from our own. Is there truth to this?
Definitely not. We have not violated any agreement. We are not part of the non-proliferation treaty because we believe it's not effective, and Iran is the right example for it. Unlike Iran, Israel has never threatened any country with destruction. So I think the comparison is totally unacceptable. Israel is a peaceful country, and like other countries, we are entitled to prepare ourselves for war.
All right, so I think maybe my final question, how do you think Israel really should be responding to all of these criticisms? Is it fair for the world to look at Dimona the way that they are?
Well, we know that Israel is not always treated fairly in the international community. There are other countries, similar to our status. India is also not part of the non-proliferation treaty, so is Pakistan. And we are not satisfied with the conditions of this treaty, particularly the inspections. We've seen in Iran that the inspections are not reliable, and they can be cover-ups, as we have found out after we sneaked away the nuclear archive from Iran. So this is not an acceptable measure for preventing nuclear proliferation in the world.
All right, Dr. Efraim Inbar, thank you so much for your insights.
You're welcome.